Channel 2 Action News investigation finds you could legally buy a stolen gun and never know it.
Channel 2 consumer investigator Justin Gray's here now. So Justin, it's a loophole in the law. It's left a young Cobb County man facing a felony charge even though he did nothing wrong.
Yeah, George, the 23-year-old Kennesaw State student only found out his gun he bought at a federally licensed gun dealer is listed as police property in law enforcement records when police arrested him and threw him in jail for 3 days. Can you, to this day, think of any way you could have known this gun was stolen?
No.
23-year-old Jarrett Franco Monica was charged with a felony. A judge even ruled no bond.
I started shaking, panic attacking.
A stolen gun in his glove compartment.
He was like, hey, hands behind your back.
Not just any stolen gun, but a stolen police gun. Monica had called police out to Atlanta Road himself back in December to file an accident report.
I hear the computer chime and it says, gun stolen out of Union City Police Department in 2016.
He spent the next 3 days behind bars. He's charged with theft by receiving firearm. But Monica has proof he never stole that gun.
Yeah, so what is this?
It's a Jimenez Arms. It's the one I bought. It's the receipt.
Monica bought the handgun legally shortly after turning 21.
We just go shooting. Practice, stress relief, typical American way.
Look at his receipt. The same serial number is on the incident report and criminal warrant for his arrest.
I just can't wrap my head around how a stolen gun gets sold.
But under current law, what happened to Monica could happen to any legal gun buyer in Georgia or across the country. Look at this FBI Department of Justice FAQ. Federal law does not require stores verify if firearms have been reported stolen.
You didn't buy it from some guy on the street. You didn't buy it at a gun show even. You went to the largest gun store in Georgia.
Yeah, where there's a counter. They check IDs.
How does this happen?
Well, in this specific instance, it's a firearm that was traded in to us.
Eric Wallace is general manager of Adventure Outdoors in Cobb County, one of the country's largest gun dealers. Their records confirm they sold the gun to Monica.
We do everything we can to make sure that we're not buying, a stolen firearm.
A 2022 federal law makes it easier for federally licensed dealers like Adventure Outdoors to voluntarily check if guns are stolen by directly accessing the federal database, NICS.
We take in, 10 to 12,000 used firearms a year, and there's measures that we have in place.
We pulled the user manual for the NICS. It shows dealers can type in a serial number and see if the gun has been reported stolen. Wallace says they regularly do that and more.
If it's a stolen firearm, this is the last place you want to bring it.
But in this case, Wallace tells me there was no suspicion the gun was stolen because it came directly from Union City Police.
We often get evidence guns traded into us so that a police department can purchase duty gear.
We filed an open records request for the gun's serial number with Union City. In 2016, it was placed in the evidence room after being confiscated during a theft investigation.
It was a paperwork error from that police department.
A paperwork error nearly a decade ago, but now the criminal warrant says this 23-year-old knew or should have known the gun was stolen.
Nobody was listening to me saying that this is a big misunderstanding.
Union City Police tell me they have no record of ever reporting this gun as stolen. I checked with the Cobb County District Attorney. They still have not dropped these charges, telling me it's under investigation. Adventure Outdoors says this typically happens once or twice a year, but in the past, police have called them before making an arrest to check the paperwork.
Justin, we know this could have been so much differently, and it could have ended differently. Yeah. What can gun owners, buyers do to make sure this doesn't happen to them?
Well, you and I, we cannot check that federal database. Only police and licensed gun store owners can. I would just ask them, did you check this gun? That's something I've learned. Also, Eric Wallace there at Adventure Outdoors, he says make sure you do go to a federally licensed gun dealer. He says keep that receipt. Take a picture of it with your phone and then store it in a safe place, as this young man did.
And that receipt made all the difference now in your story.
Yeah, it eventually, hopefully, we'll get this worked out, although it's not yet.
Yeah, not finished yet, but you bringing it to light could change that. Thank you, Justin.